Alright. Skip that. Hey! It's installed! Yay! Alright. So first things first, we're not going to mess around anymore. We're going to go straight into a... Well, first let's go into the Mech Bay. Let's talk about what's been added from a mech standpoint. This will be hopefully fairly snappy. So, the one that we're getting, starting at the top of the scale, we've got the Annihilator. This has been added in. This one is going to be very scary. It's got really, really devastating firepower. Now, it is slow as molasses, but it's got, how many medium lasers? 4, and then it's got, I think, 4 or 5 AC-10s. 4 AC-10s. And those will hit really hard. So, yeah, scary, scary, scary stuff. Moving on, how much armor does it have in comparison? So it's got 1,000 armor compared to 1520. So it's not necessarily got the greatest armor, but that firepower is still going to be scary as hell. The new mech, and this is entirely new design. This is new for the game. This does not exist in the lore outside. Is we have the Bull Shark. So this one I'm not too familiar with. So we have an AC-5 and an AC-10 in the right arm, 2 medium lasers, 2 LRM-5s, another AC-5 and AC-10 in the other arm. So you got very symmetrical layout here, because we have the same loadout in the right torso and the left torso. So dual medium lasers, dual LRM-5s, and then just the ammo. Okay. What kind of armor does it have? 1480, which is pretty good for a 95-ton mech. It's pretty slow, it seems. No jump jets. 95, is that equivalent to the Annihilator? Yeah, it is. So this is going to be a very slow mech, but high on the firepower side of things. Heat efficiency is very bad. So, yeah, it looks like it has... Yeah, it has no additional heat sinks. Ouch! Alright, well, you're not intended to fire all these weapons in an Alpha Strike, not unless you want to shut down on the first turn. Jesus Christ. Alright, moving on. We have... trying to find them. Next one should be the Marauder. Yeah, there it is. This is a nice 75-ton mech. It's a classic design. You've got a medium laser and PPC in both arms, and then an AC-5 on the right torso. Pretty good maneuverability for such a heavy mech. It's got 120 meters of movement speed. And I think we're only getting the one variant, it looks like. Okay. Moving on. We have the Archer. Another addition of a indirect fire mech. Kind of looking forward to this. I feel like we need more support mechs. Granted, I would have liked lighter support mechs because I feel like we're a little lacking there, but it's good still to see more support mechs. So we've got 4 medium lasers and 2 LRM-15s and 2 SRM-4s. So pretty good firepower. Heat efficiency is going to be bad for a lot of these mechs added into the DLC, so you're going to really have to watch your heat curve. For example, the Marauder is also kind of a little rough in that regard. Looks like we're getting 2 variants. So the other variant, and I think this one's not the standard variant, the 2S. I think it's the 2Rs, the standard variant, which is 4 medium lasers again, but rather than 2 LRM-15s and 2 SRM-4s, you have 2 LRM-20s. I'm pretty sure this is the standard loadout. If I'm mistaken, I apologize. Moving on, the next mech in the lineup is the Warhammer, a 70-ton heavy mech. This one's pretty exciting. I'm glad to see it. Again, another classic mech. Just look at this heat bar and just notice that they're all going to be bad. The firepower for a Warhammer, and there are 2 variants. Trying to remember which one's the standard variant. Well, in any case, this one has 2 PPCs, 2 medium lasers, and 2 small lasers. I do not think that's the standard variant. I think this one is the standard variant. Yes, I'm pretty sure of that. This one has 2 PPCs, 2 medium lasers, 2 small lasers, 2 machine guns, and an SRM-6. I'm fairly certain that is the standard loadout. Moving on. Not that that particularly matters. We have the Rifleman. Again, I don't think that's the standard loadout, because the standard loadout comes with large lasers. Again, bad heat efficiency. It has 2 AC-5s, 2 large lasers, and 2 medium lasers. Pretty good firepower, which is going to be pretty standard for a lot of these mechs that are being added in this DLC, but the counter to that is they have really bad heat efficiency, so you just have to be careful, really. I can't emphasize that enough. But then we have another variant as well, which is going to change the AC-5s into AC-10s at the consequence of the large lasers. Moving on. Our next mech is going to be a little bit more on the light side. Just have to find it. There we go, the Phoenix Hawk. So we have the Phoenix Hawk 1, which I believe is a standard variant. So you have 2 machine guns, 2 medium lasers, and a large laser. Decent firepower, I wouldn't say out stellar, but the maneuverability is one of the highlights of this mech, and it also has pretty good armor for the weight that it is. I wouldn't say, again, stellar, but it's not bad. And from what I'm seeing, energy weapon slots, it doesn't look like you have a lot of room for maneuver, for changing what the loadout is. And unfortunately, it's a ballistic weapon slot. I would prefer a missile weapon slot, but that is what it is. So I honestly don't know if you could... I would change it from the default too much. Maybe change the large laser into something else because of how inefficient this is from a heat standpoint. But I guess it's up to you. You guys decide on what the better thing. It'd be fairly easy to replace the machine guns with maybe small lasers. And then with the tonnage, do whatever you're going to do with that. The 1K... Ooh, what's a vectored thrust kit? This is new. Vectored thrust kits. They act as normal jump jets, but in addition, their specialized thrust systems optimize propulsion and control during flight. This provides superior poise for subsequent attacks and increasing the damage dealt by any shots fired. Oh, interesting. So there's going to be a bunch of new systems. I am aware of that. Like, I think the Warhammer has one. That's something we should probably look at more carefully. And they might do this across the board, too. Yeah, so this is one of the things I noticed when I was playing it at ParadoxCon. So optimized capacitors, plus 20% energy damage. Interesting. Interesting. So that's something that we really need to keep an eye on, is stuff like that. Does the Archer have anything? Uh-huh. Archer's Enhanced Missile Suite greatly increases clustering and LRM attacks, which causes greater damage to single locations. Okay. Interesting. It also provides a massive boost to the stability damage of SRMs by improving in-flight trajectories. Okay, cool. And Leo says most of the ones had unique gear. The question is, does an older mech have unique gear? We'd have to look at that. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, well, anyway, let's get back on to where we were. So, Phoenix Hawk. So, the 1K variant, you replace the machine guns with a single small laser. Otherwise, fairly similar. Jumping distance might be slightly different. Yeah, it's a lot less jump distance. But in any case, what is the slots? So, we've got a lot more energy weapon slots. I'm excited to see that. I think this version of the Phoenix Hawk might be the go-to from a Mech Lab customizability standpoint. I would have liked to have seen a missile slot, but the Phoenix Hawk doesn't normally have a missile slot, so I can understand that. Okay, so now we have the Assassin, and I'm very curious what this is going to have. So we've got small laser, medium laser, LRM-5, and another small laser, and an SRM-2, and another small laser. I don't know if this is the default loadout. I believe medium laser, LRM-5, SRM-2. This might be, and sometimes I forget which variants are the standard and which ones aren't. But this one I think may be. So we got one energy weapon, 4 missile slots. So definitely missile weapons are the go-to, it seems like, with the Assassin, and a single support. And then this variant has 3 supports, 2 missiles, and 1 energy weapon. Okay, I think you could do a lot with that. I have hopes for the Assassin. We'll see how that goes. And then the last one we have, I believe... Oh, no, there's one more. At least one more. Maybe more. I don't know how many we've gone through. I know there's 10. So, let's keep going. What's the special thing on the Assassin? Anything? Intercept system. The Assassin's unique intercept system makes the mech an unparalleled hunter-killer against lighter units. Its highly specialized predictive trajectory tracking allows it to ignore 3 evasive charges on its target. Interesting. So a light mech killer. All right, moving on. CQC suite. The close quarters combat suite provides the Vulcan with a range bonus to its support weaponry for increased engagement distance. This equipment also provides a substantial defense against reprisal melee attacks. Curious how that's going to work. We'll have to take a look at that, but that's very interesting. So it doubles the range of a support weapon. So if I'm not mistaken, their standard range is 90 meters. That's really powerful. All right, well, let's take a look at these. So we've got the Vulcan here. So it's got a flamer, an AC-2, a medium laser, a machine gun. I'm pretty sure that's the standard loadout. What's the other one variant? Ah, okay, I'm glad we have this variant. So you get rid of the AC-2, and you replace it with 3 medium lasers. So it has 4 medium lasers total. I was wondering if they were going to have this variant of the Vulcan. And it appears that they do, and I'm glad to see that. This has 4 energy weapon slots and 2 support weapon slots, whereas this one has 4 potential. Holy crap. So the Vulcan may be the good partner to the previous dominant Firestarter. We'll have to see. Okay, let's keep going. The only one that comes in my mind as being the last one left is the Flea. I hope I'm not misremembering that. Okay, we have the Flea. So you have a flamer, a large laser, and 2 small lasers in one variant. And you have a flamer, a machine gun, a small laser, a medium laser, and another machine gun. Both of them have, oh, another small laser on top of that. So a lot of support weapon slots. I always like to see that in these lighter mechs. So 2 energy weapons and 3 support. 2 energy weapon and 5 support. Okay. Now the Flea isn't all that fast from what I remember. It's not for the weight, and it's very poorly armored. So it's kind of like a glass cannon. It's much more towards firepower for the weight of mech it is. But let's see what targeting baffle does. The Flea comes equipped with a uniquely formed torso section that sections known as targeting baffles. These specialized sections scramble weapons targeting and make the Flea extremely difficult to hit, even compared to other lighter mechs. Okay, so it gets +1 hit defense. It has 2 of those, so I wonder if it stacks. Possibly. Alright, well, that's all the mechs, and we've seen that there's a number of special weapon systems, or special systems that are in them. I'm not going to focus on them too much, but what we're going to do here is, we're going to do just a simple... Oh. We do have weapon systems. We have new weapon systems. I am curious how those work. So what I'm going to do, let's just slap, what's a good one? I want something that has missiles. Maybe the Warhammer, because that's got a good diversity of weapons, right? Find the Warhammer. It is. Want this one. Yeah, okay. I'm curious how some of this stuff works. So let me copy that. And then we'll edit it. Okay, so let's take a look at what the new weapon systems are. I don't remember 100% what they are. Well, let's just look through and we'll find them. So the one that should be different is we should have Inferno rounds. Is that not a thing now? Not really sure how we would turn those on. Is it me, or am I not seeing? Because there was the coil gun, right? Was one of the things, and then there should be the Inferno missiles. Really sure how that works. Maybe that's something you only see in the career mode? You'd think it would be in here, wouldn't it? But I'm not seeing it. Alright. Maybe we don't do a skirmish because I'm not seeing the special weapon systems. Alright. Well, let's just go straight into the career mode then. Yeah, that somewhat is weird to me. Like, I expected to see the special weapon systems in the mech lab so that you could practice them and stuff, but I don't see them, so we'll just have to find them in the career mode, I guess. I'm assuming they're in the career mode, because they should be in here somewhere. All right, let's do a new game. Okay. I'm fine with randomizing starting mechs. I'm sorry, I'm kind of somewhat in the way here, but my camera placement's better for when we actually get into thing. I like to go to 5. I think it makes the campaign a little bit more interesting. I'm fine with the Iron Man mode. Let me remind myself with unequipped I want to have, because that's the one where when you salvage it doesn't come with anything. I like that. That makes more sense. I'm not going to change the enemy force. Mech destruction. If I remember correctly, if the center torso is destroyed, that knocks the mech, like you can't salvage it. Oh, you know what? I think I misunderstood this. I think this isn't meaning that you don't get to salvage it. I think this means if your mech's, the center torso is destroyed, you lose the mech. I would be all right with that, but I don't often lose mechs. As a matter of fact, for the first time ever, I really lost mechs in the last career that we did. So I don't know if it really matters one way or the other. I'll just leave it to default. Salvage, I'll leave on normal. Lethality, I'll leave off. That just makes it more likely that your pilots get killed. Advanced Mech Warriors, that's fine. I'm going to leave most of this stuff on normal. I think that's pretty much going to be it. The main thing I changed was just we need more parts. Okay, let's start. And this is the same loadout I did with the previous career that I did. They're not for use in multiplayer, so which is why they're not in the Mech Lab. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I just would have liked to have practiced with them, so I had a good understanding of what we were getting into before we did it. All right, let's first start with editing the name and appearance. So I'm going to be Mech Warrior call sign. I'm just going to go by mouse. First name, Mouse. Last name, Gunner. I happen to be a he. I forget which face I used last time. I use this one. That one's fine. Let's customize it. Okay. Don't have tattoos. I'm trying to think, would it be quicker to go this way or that way to get rid of the tattoos? Hey, don't have any scars. Hairstyle. Honestly, the hair we had was probably okay, but see if we can find something. That might be okay, as long as there's not anything weird in the back. Oh, it's a ponytail. All right, then that is weird in the back. This is probably fine. Eyebrows, probably good. We definitely need a beard, though. That'll probably do, although I do need to change the color of the beard. A little too dark. Expression. This is where we get to have some good fun. Angry. I feel like I've already cycled through them. Just not sure which one to take just yet. This one looks like he's kind of cocking an eyebrow. Sure, we'll go with that. Complexion. I don't know what complexion that is, but it doesn't look too good. Honestly, I'm leaning toward... Alright, that one's fine, I guess. Clothing. Let's go with that. Lighting. Oh, that's why the face looked weird, because we had some kind of lighting going. That's fine, I guess. Although, I don't know. There we go. Okay, hair roots. Yeah, more like a dark brown. Oh, we have different colors for roots and tips, huh? I mean, I do have gray in my beard, but I don't know if there's a way to implement that. My eyes are definitely not whatever color that is. There we go. That's fine in color. I feel like I look weird. Maybe it's the lighting. There, we'll just turn the lighting to that. Lips are fine. Makeup, whatever. All right, that's probably good enough. Save. Okay, looking good. Save. All right, where do we want to come from? I'm okay with the Federated Suns. You guys can't see my stats. They're right now they're 3-2-3-3. We'll probably aim more towards a little bit of piloting. Your family went bankrupt. Your family died in an accident. That gives us some piloting. Family was betrayed. That goes for gunnery and guts. Tactics and guts. Piloting guts. Okay. You were exiled. Gunnery tactics. Work out on your own. Piloting tactics. What was your family died in an accident? Piloting guts. Okay. Then we have Solaris Gladiator, Frontier Freelancer. What is the Solaris Gladiator? Okay, gunnery. Probably we want something that's gunnery. So either the Oregon Coalition or the Gladiator. I always like to go the Gladiator route. So our family died in an accident, and we turned to the career of being a Solaris Gladiator, and we were from the Federated Suns. Okay, let's go ahead and confirm. Okay, stuff about the career. All right, here we go. Now, looks like we're going to start in Taurian space. Take a look at that on the map. Exactly where we're starting. We're getting all the tutorial stuff. Ooh, okay, we're way over here. Interesting. All right. Let's take a look at our Mech Bay. That's going to be pretty important because we need to know what mechs we start with. We start with this is like very similar to my other start. We got an Enforcer, a Vindicator, a Panther, a Commando, and a Locust. I feel like we got practically the same thing I had last time. Because our two go-to mechs in the previous run. All right, well, let's go ahead and go to our customized company. So the default name is given me as Mouse's Marauders. I'm not sure. I didn't really think about ahead of time what I wanted to name myself. I kind of like the logo and the color scheme we had last time, which was this. And then I went with the primary color, I believe, was the orange. And then secondary color is... Did I make it yellow or did I make it white? Because I'm trying to go off of what we see here. So the primary is the orange background. The secondary could either be the white wings or like kind of the halo star thing, which would be more yellow, I would think. Let's go white as our secondary. Ooh, I went to one too far. White. And then for the accent color, we'll go yellow. The mouse traps. I like that, but it also has a connotation. So, something that would go with the logo, though. Also want to look around a little bit. Other logos, see what we got. I mean, last time we were Mouse's Light Cavalry, but I'm probably not going to go with that design idea. I'm somewhat okay with Mouse's Marauders because it's alliteration. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Mouse's, because it's got the Mighty Mouse kind of thing going, Mouse's Mighty Mechs. I don't know if that's a good name or not, but it's what came to me. Alright, we're going to save it. We can always change that later if you guys all hate it. Alright, so we figured out what our mechs are, which I absolutely am not a fan of. Heavenly Mice. Yeah, I think this is the color scheme we went with. Yeah, I remember that being one of our... Okay, I like that one. It's got some good color to it. I think that one looks okay with the Panther. Kind of got this kind of collar motif. That looks okay on the Commando. The Locust 2 really honestly cares, but there you go. That's alright, I guess. Okay, let's take a look at our contracts. Actually, let's start with the store. Oh, we should look at our Mech Warriors as well. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in this place. I didn't look at the attributes of the planet, but there is sure a lot of stuff here. I'll have to remember this system, because holy crap, that's a lot of stuff. +1 accuracy, +1 accuracy. Okay, those aren't really jumping out at me as something we absolutely need to buy. Wait, excuse me? We have the LB cannons? Alright, interesting. Well, we have the ammo. Do we have the actual cannons? No. Alright, so we're getting a little bit more advanced technology. I didn't quite expect that. I didn't really pay too much attention to what was coming into this DLC outside of the mechs. So some of this stuff is going to be somewhat of a surprise to me, which I honestly kind of want it that way. Alright, so we could buy a full Marauder for we'll say 9.5 million. That's going to take some time to get that kind of money, but... Alright, I'm going to have to write this place down, because holy crap, that's a lot of stuff in the store. So where are we? Alright, I'm going to write this planet down. I have a feeling like this name rings a bell to me. I'm not really sure why it rings a bell to me, but... That planet's getting written down because it has really good stuff. We may want to come back here. Alrighty. Let's take a look at the Mech Warriors now. Okay, looking through the list, we've got Crackshot. Your service record. I already like this guy. He's got a great mustache. Or... Okay, so you're just... Oh, okay, you got some good things. Brave. Periphery, and Utarian. Alright.
Yes, Commander.
Geoduck. Oh, he's my most skilled pilot. Geoduck is a criminal. You always get... Why is your best pilot always a criminal? Periphery, Tarian. He's a convict and a hired killer. Lovely.
Commander.
Jasconius? I'm gonna have a hard time with that, but again, the facial hair, top marks, my friend. And then we have Legend. Well, that's presumptuous. Oh, I didn't look at his service record. Naive. Okay, I don't know how good that is. Periphery, Tarian. So all of our pilots are Tarian. And you're honest. So you have naive and honest. Is your name honest, though? Alright, we always start with some experience. I am going to go with the same style I always go with my own pilot. I may vary up the what I do with my other pilots, but I always go with the same playstyle of my pilot. So I'll go ahead and put some experience in both piloting and gunnery. Actually, guts might be good to get early in case I get an injury. But F it, we'll go with gunnery. Alright, confirm.
Training confirmed, Commander.
So Geoduck is our next best pilot. Alright, good to know. I don't know if we would want to pick up any more pilots. I mean, we could check the hiring hall just to be certain. A lot of them we're not going to be able to get because our ratings aren't good enough. Yeah. I say we pass on that. But again, this guy, top marks for the facial hair. Pardon me. Bit of a hiccup there. Alright, well, I guess we're more or less good to go. Let's go ahead and do the contracts. Not too thrilled with our starting mechs, but it is what it is. We'll live. We're at least fairly experienced with what these mechs are. Alright, so we've got a battle contract. Good to see. This is against the House Davian. Capture base. This is against the Tarians. An assassinate mission, that could be good. And Tundra, which is nice. I don't know if our mechs are all that hot running, though. We've been having troubles with the Tarians, okay. Okay. Like you assist in their training. So this is against pirates. Capture base. A lot of contracts here. Assassinate. This is going against... Trying to read through it. Again, House Davian, okay. Ambush convoy. Probably not going to do that one. And then another battle. Alright. Well, let's start at the... Maybe we start with this half-skull battle. Against House Davian. Okay, we'll go with that. I don't know if it's the best pay. Actually, it's not bad paying, all things considered. Negotiate. Salvage, I think, is going to be fairly important in the early game, so I'm going to go 50-50 here. Alright. We got our Enforcer, we got our Vindicator. Not sure I want to use the Locust for this. They always give me the Commando 1B too, not my favorite between the two. I think this is the loadout we're going to go with. So, my pilot I'm going to put in the Enforcer. Geoduck and the Vindicator, and then it's a toss-up of who we go with after that. You two are exactly the same. And you give me a little bit of that, huh? Alright, I think the way I'm going to do this is we're going to put Legend in the Panther. And Jazzconius, or however you're supposed to pronounce that, is going to be in the Commando. Okay, off we go. We just started and I'm almost already out of tea. Okay, begin mission.
Command interface initiated.
You're approaching the interception point, Commander. Our primary target, the Davian Lance, is in the area. It's a medium mech. The unknown enemy force was last seen here. Good luck, Commander. Olivia, you're out. Maybe should have read this mission before we did it. Looks like we're going to have more than one opponent. But that's a medium mech. For a half-skull mission, that's actually interesting. Shouldn't take much work to get within sensor range of these guys. There we go.
Time to earn our money.
Jump jet.
I couldn't make out what it was. It could be a Shadowhawk or a Griffin or a Wolverine. Those all look fairly similar. Mouse's magnificent mech mice. I feel like if I go here, they'll be able to see you. Well, I think they'd have to use jump jets to do it. F it. You get quite a bit of evasion here. I feel like the evasion is higher than it used to be. All right, got a Leopard on radar, Commander. Looks like it's making a drop. I'll mark the LZ for you. All right, so we got a full lance here. At least one of them's a medium mech. Three of them are lights, huh? Or ideally, we want to wait for that drop and let these guys fight between the two of them. But we'll take what shots we can get. We don't have sensor locks, so we don't really have a lot of tools in this shed right now.
Holding for the right opportunity.
Not even sure if I'd be able to establish line of sight this turn.
Waiting for orders.
I can if I go up here. Somewhat risky to do that, though. You guys jump up on there? Yeah, you can. What about...
What's up, boss?
I could see you if we go all the way up here, huh? Probably the large laser. I wouldn't get very much evasion if I did that. I mean, obviously, the more evasion I can get, the better, so... Okay, I'll live with it. Probably end up retreating the commando next turn. Oh, it's a commando, and it's another 1B, so... 4 of the 1Bs.
Got it.
Did not really hit him, but the chance to hit wasn't all that great. Our pilots are not going to be all that skilled this early in the game, so I expect to see a lot of missing.
Yes, Commander.
Let the Panther give this a try. Well, we're getting them with SRMs every so often. You should be the last one to shoot, because your chance to hit is going to be the best. Actually. Let's have you jump over here. Better yet, can you walk there? No, you can't. You jump. Pretty piss poor. We jump up here, we're too close. The LRM's not ever going to hit. But then the other weapons get a better chance. Oh, this is not probably that bad. Okay, we'll jump here.
Firing jump jets. Copy that.
Ooh, good. The PPC landed. That's going to help. I didn't pay attention to see if the guy had full armor or not. Possibly. Now, from my experience, unless they fix the AI, good hit. When the other faction comes in on the first turn, they typically don't do anything. I could be, you know, wrong on that. Hey Darius, I'm seeing new heat signatures on the field. Are mystery tangos, I'm guessing? That's affirmative. Looks like a Capellan livery. Take them down as well, Commander. Looks like 2 spiders, so it's not really going to be... It's going to be more annoying than anything else. Okay, Enforcer takes a hit. Now the spider will get to go. Not sure if it's going to close in and do anything. No, the answer to that is no. Well, as I said, they typically don't do a whole lot. What are we going to try and do here? We could try and finish the commando, which would remove their vision.
Commander.
Don't have necessarily the best shot, but we could do a precision strike here and kind of get a little bit better out of it.
Firing jump jet.
Well, let's double check we can actually even do it. Not with the SRM4, we can't. Oh, ooh. Alright, well, I'm definitely not going to use that on this.
Affirmative.
Yeah, the jump was not really maybe the best move. Oh, Commander 2D, that's interesting.
Orders?
That can light me up. Line of sight's just too tricky here. I mean, the commander's really close to going down. I only get 1 evasion if I do that, though. 2 evasion is doable. I don't like it, but
Confirmed.
we'll see what we can do with this. Precision strike or not? I say not.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Javelin. Oh, they do have reduced armor. Good to know. I kind of want them to go after the Vindicator and the Enforcer, so I think I'm going to make the Vindicator and this is one of those situations where I wish I had multi-target. I'm just going to keep him still. Bad shot, though. Sucks not having the abilities you get later on in the game. How many weapons does this commando even have left? None. Oh, if I had multi-target, I could kill him easily. We could death from above him just to do it. He's such a waste. I have to be careful that they don't get in behind me, though. That's like one of the things I have to really worry about. Like the Javelin might get a nice, good rear shot on me if I move here. As a result, I'm not going to do any moves like that. I'm going to play a little bit more conservatively and make it harder for them to get in behind me. I think we just take out what's here.
Engaging target.
Got him. Okay. 1 mech down. So
Enemy mech destroyed.
I have a choice of who to pick on next. It reminds me, yeah, there's a medium mech. Wolverine. Alright, maybe focus on that. I think we walk down.
What do you need?
Get into the woods to get some damage reduction. Then we just focus on the Wolverine here. This is where I take the precision shot because I want it to be more accurate. Let's just go... Oh, where are the weapon systems? A reminder. Ammo. A lot of stuff there, so let's take out that right torso. Sadly, I think we hit the left torso, not the right torso. I think I just ran away. Here comes a spider. Doing nothing. A javelin has a lot of evasion, so I'm not really sure there's a whole lot I can do just yet.
Waiting for my opening.
That's exactly who we didn't want him to go after.
Ready for orders.
I guess we just pick on the Wolverine and try and knock him out
Roger that.
before he gets a chance to go. We've already done some good internal structure damage to him.
I copy.
And all of our mechs focusing on that guy might get us what we're looking for. Stock Enforcer, man. Really need to modify this thing.
Engaging target. Enemy mech destroyed.
Sniped his ass. Okay. That changes some things.
Orders. Affirmative.
Can you give me both attacks? Yeah, you can. Okay, give me the Vision Strike then. Just center torso it.
Affirmative.
Okay, now you just stay put. Chance to hit is frankly terrible, but LRM-5 is not in range, so we'll ignore that. Okay, we took his leg out. That's actually really good for us. I would say those two target engagements were really lucky. And exactly what we needed. Here comes the commando. The spiders are in good position, though, to threaten it. I wonder if they'll do so. They've been kind of passive so far. Now they're going to attack me. What jerks. All right.
Commander.
You walk over this way.
On the move.
Center torso again. Okay, we've taken out an arm, which is pointless. Really doesn't help us. There you go. Fire at him. Oh, I thought it was two spiders. I guess it was a panther there. Well, that hurts the commando. These guys also have half armor.
Standing by.
Alright.
Got it.
Gonna open up on the javelin, trying to knock it out. Let's just keep going center torso.
Roger.
We need that large laser to hit. So sadly, javelin's gonna be able to act now.
Critical hit.
And we didn't knock any of its weapons out. So it's gonna be able to do a full salvo. Now granted, we did get a crit, so that would make its accuracy go down, but my Enforcer's just sitting there, so it's gonna take a lot of damage. Choices. Let's see if you can finish the javelin. Yes, you did. Perfect.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Aye, aye.
Well, I can't see any other targets, so we're gonna move in.
On it.
Let's see, from a heat standpoint, I'm probably not going to be able to get away with much here. Yeah. So we'll go PPC off. Hey, Commando, do me good and attack them. Good job. Let's see how they retaliate. Spider is fixating. We're gonna have to repair that Commando. That sucks. I don't want the Commander to take any more damage.
Commander.
So I'm just gonna have it back out as much as it can. I still want it to be able to attack, though. I don't know if I can manage that. I mean, they can't see me if I move here. But is that good enough? I mean, it's likely the Panther will return fire on the Commando, but we don't know that for certain. Well,
On the move.
everything's a risk. I'm tempted to use the precision strike here. I mean, our damage isn't terrible.
Firing on target.
It would be nice if the large laser ever landed. Hey, Panther. Do what you need to do. Yeah, good job. Those two just
Yes,
duke it out.
Commander.
Alright, we need to go after the spider here.
Firing.
No doubt about which attack we use, but of course Panthers never land their PPCs, I find. That's probably a little bit of an exaggeration, but... Come on. Behave. We can get that small laser in there and have a more guaranteed hit. Again, I wish I had multi-target. But, this is what I go with. Just try and eliminate the spider right now.
All weapons committed.
Okay. That's gonna hurt.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Yes, Commander.
And... we just methodically just take these guys down. Not really doing a whole lot of damage with this attack, so I'm not really 100% sure why I did it. Center torso.
Engaging target.
Oh, the ruthlessness there. Well, if his buddy comes in, he's going to get a rear attack on you. He's going for the side attack. At that kind of range, the PPC is not all that accurate.
Orders.
Good to go.
The Panther is the biggest threat here, so we're going to fixate on it. With the precision strike, if we can get away with it. Sure can. Let's go to the right torso.
Roger.
Got a hit there, I think. I probably almost took his head off.
Commander.
Our heat's running up, so probably only be able to do... oh, we can do the PPC. Alright.
Roger that.
Got his arm. No
Call
PPC
a
for you.
critical hit.
Waiting for orders.
What are you gonna do? We're gonna do double melee strike here. Come on. Attack.
Engaging physical attack.
Okay. You
Standing by.
and melee attack here.
Putting my weight into it.
Got him. All right. One target left.
Mech destroyed.
Orders. Roger that.
Okay, we can't do the PPC, so SRM4.
Locking on.
We might not have enough damage to take this guy down, but I'm gonna try.
Roger that.
Problem is the heat. Alright, let's think this through. Yeah, the medium laser is gonna do more damage if it lands.
Roger that.
Oh, we got a leg takeout, so actually that does allow us to get the medium X in there. So we're just gonna stomp him.
Hit, Commander.
Stomp him until he goes down. I would think the 2 medium mechs stomping on a mech like that probably be fatal. Especially as they have the follow-up
Receiving you.
small lasers.
On my way.
Anyway, it's more fun to stomp him. Got him. Pilot incapacitation. Because we hit him in the head earlier and he's taken other pilot hits. Another successful mission in the bag. Technically, this is our first successful mission, but alright, I'll take your word for it, Darius. Commander, let's brief once you're back aboard.
Mission successful.
I guess we'll just assume that we've had other missions before this one. Alright, unfortunately we do have to repair the commando. But we do have a backup locus if we really want to use it. 500 experience across the board. We should get some good salvage here. I feel like I have to take the Wolverine parts because it's not every day you get full boat of Wolverine parts. That's 2 down. We got a Commander 1B and a Javelin as well. And then an SRM6. Alright, so we have a choice. We repair the Commando 1B and wait a day, or we go forward with the Locust 1S. I personally do not want to use a default Locust 1S because it is has reduced armor over the standard Locust, which already doesn't have very good armor. So I would really prefer not use it, unless I feel like there's no other choice. So just go to the Mech Bay and just do the repair. It should only take 1 day. It was not significant damage. Oh. Alright, well we might as well read this. New mechs and weapons available. Hey Commander, the talk on the Mercnet, is that some hot new mechs and weapon systems fell off a cargo ship and are available to folk with the right connections. Well, I've got a connection, so give the word and a free crate of random new goodies will magically appear on our cargo hold. Or we could travel the straight and narrow, buying them in stores and salvaging them from the battlefield like normal. What do you say? Uh-oh. Let's take the crate, man. It's a loot crate. We gotta open it. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? We got a Phoenix Hawk and a tag. Oh, interesting. And the coil gun. Yay!
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
I'm glad I opened that because the Phoenix Hawk is quite nice. The EXH-1 is one of the most elegant and agile mechs around, boasting good armor and decent weapons. Sadly, its heat buildup is also noteworthy. Heavy Mech Warriors take advantage of this. Mech's jump capability to land timely shots and then reposition to another vantage point. Now the question is it loaded out? It should be. It is indeed. Excellent. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at Mech Warriors. I don't think we're going to have anything to level up.
Waiting for
Although saying that, that's actually not true, because a couple of our pilots have a gunnery skill of 2. That needs to be changed right now.
Training confirmed, Commander.
awaiting orders.
Mech Warrior training complete.
Alright. We need to save.
Receiving you.